shack, not a creature was stirring, not even that old black cat. Them tube stocks were hung by the potbelly stove, hoping old Sandy would come in that sled that he drove. The kids were all hunkered up, tight in their cots, hoping that Santa would bring them a lot. Mama's fixing biscuits for that old feller in red, and we're both dog tired as we lay down our heads. About that time in the holler, I heard such a tizzy. I jumped up so fast I got woozy and dizzy. I stuck my head out the window as far as I could. It sounded like a scuffle down there in the woods. The moon was so bright on that blanket of snow, you could see shadows and shape. It scared me, you know. Then, you ain't going to guess what I saw in the air. A magic old sled chasing 8 reindeer. I couldn't believe it. And Mom, she called the law. I yelled, no, stop. It's just old Santa Claus. Them reindeer are pretty, and they seem really tame. Sandy jumped up and he called them by name. Hey Leroy, hey Vernon, hey Lester and Enos. Up Festus, up Elmer, up Roscoe and Cletus. To the top of the coop, right by the smokestack, they got moving with an old big old toy sack. And when they took to the sky, I never seen nothing quicker. They's fast as old Dooley, selling his liquor. Dooley, selling take your swaller, pay you back someday. Them duds in the sporting was red, white fur. I never wear them. That's for darn sure. He had him a load swung over his shoulder and ash in his boot, and it was starting to smolder. He had on glasses, made his eyes look real big. His cheeks was flushed, and he was dancing a jig. He was grinning and humming and enjoying himself. He was working alone. He was working alone. They didn't give him no elf. I got to talk to the union people about that one. He ain't shaved in a while. His beard is all white. But he looks pretty smart because he's smoking a pipe. He eats all them cookies, so he's got him a big belly. And when he laughs, it jiggles like muscadine jelly. Big feller he was, 6'2" or 3. I smiled. I see him. I smiled when I seen him, and you would have too. He gave me a nod and a wink of his eye. Not a bad feller for a northern guy. He ain't all that chatty. He's busy, I reckon. I left him all alone. And presents looked up. He left all
He's getting into character.
You want my glasses?
Just about need mine. And he looked up a second. He took his finger and laid it right on his nose. Then he shot up that chimney. Last thing I saw was his toes. Santa's hopped in that sled with a grin on his face. Them reindeer took off like a darn NASCAR race. Then I heard him holler as he took to the sky, Merry Christmas to all, and all have a good night.